All right, good morning. So looks like I've got 30 minutes left in my memory to do this for you guys real quick. So I had a coffee inspiration where I made a whole bunch of, well, you can see these guys. I made some more since I posted a picture up on the junk journaling group, but I am like obsessed with making these right now. This is actually one I connected together. Another one of those I connected together is actually two. But people requested a tutorial, so we're going to do one real quick. So how do we make these? Well, really simple actually. They're made out of, this is packing material that comes in the Amazon boxes. So what I did was, oh, I just smacked the camera, sorry. I don't want to stop because I've only got 30 minutes left on my memory card. But here's the, pieces of paper that come in there. And what I did was I just cut out a little, more of a rectangle. You can cut to whatever size you want, but just keep in mind when you fold it in, you want your seam down the middle. And if you cut it too wide, obviously you're gonna have more like a box versus the longer baggy-like shape or the length there. So this one actually measures about 6 by 8, 6 this way, and then 8 inches that way. I think, yeah. 6 by 8. So you see, it gives us a little bit more of a rectangle. Let me move this out of the way so you can actually see better what I'm doing here. Okay, so you take your little square and then you're going to fold each side in. Try to close to the middle as you can. All right, and you want the seam not to go over too far, but just enough to cover and meet up there. So we're here. I think I'm going to come a little bit further. And then just crease that there. If you use your bone folder if you want for this. Okay, now we've got our basic shape here. Some of you had asked how I got the bottom part so neat and rounded at the bottom versus just flipping it up. So to do that, you're going to make sure I'm in frame here. Yes, good. You're going to flip up the bottom. This is before you glue it. Flip up the bottom about maybe ½ an inch or less, depending on what you want the bottom to look like. All right, okay, you're gonna fold that up. All right, you're gonna open that to get those neat edges. You're gonna call this, it's called mitering. So you're gonna cut from at an angle, whatever angle you want. I just about a 45-degree angle from the edge to the corner that fold. Right, and that's gonna give you this edge here. Do the same on the other side. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's pretty close. Well, that's kind of a whoop-de-loop-de straight line, but good Lord. I'm trying to rush this, I'm sorry. Anyway, so instead of having to glue both of these pieces down, what I do is I open it up and then I cut off these little tabs over here, out here. Okay, so then open that up and you'll see the lines there. I cut mine at a little bit of an angle, like that. Cut that off. And do the same on the other side. Cut that little tab off a little bit at an angle, just a little angle. And that keeps it from being bulky when you're folding it in. So if you see here, now we have this little bit of space. Once you fold it over, you won't see that. And again, it gets rid of some of the bulk of the baggie. So now that I have that, I'm going to go ahead and glue here and here. And I use art glitter glue. One, because of the really tiny bead glue that it leaves. Let me put this somewhere so I don't stick myself with it. Okay. We're going to put this line of glue down the center line here. Now, depending on what kind of opening you want up there, will depend on how far up you go, but I'm going to do the torn edge at the top, so it doesn't really matter. So I can go all the way up here. And what I like about art glitter glue, you don't have to use that much either. All right. It does get gloopy. I mean, I was a big Fabri-Tac person, which I still am. I still have it, and I still use it. But I went ahead and tried art glitter glue, and this is now my go-to. It's a little more expensive, but it lasts forever. I've had this little bit, this small bottle versus the larger bottle, which is like this size. This is 8 ounce, and this is just a little 2 ounce. But I've only had to refill this once, and I've had this for over a month. And with Fabri-Tac, I can go through one of the large bottles of Fabri-Tac one of these. I was going through one of these every other week. Maybe every 2 weeks at the most. But still great glue, still love it. But for a lot of my stuff, I've been using art glue. So anyway, enough of my glue rant. Moving on. Okay, so then we're going to do the flap. Now the flap, you only want to put glue on the edges here because you don't want to glue down the pocket at the bottom too much. Right? So just do that, flip that up. And just spread your glue. If you want to use like a little card or something to spread your glue out evenly, you can do that too. Okay. And that's your base of the baggie, right? So, let me put this pin back in here. Now, you saw the ones that I posted this morning were one of two ways. Either the torn edge, like this one, it's just to tore the edges, like this or this. Some of them I did, well, like these. I want to the torn edge, but I used my pinking shears to give you that little V-cut, like a brown paper bag would have, like shopping bags have. I kind of like that too. Sometimes I've actually curved it up like that, and then folded these pieces in. But for the sake of time, let's see how much time we got left. Oh, we're good. Got a little more time. Anywho, for the sake of time, we're going to just do maybe one or two of these. Right, so for the very top part, it literally is just tearing it. So you tear it down to the length that you want. So I'm going to go maybe about 1.5 inches down and just literally tear it across. And I might, you know, come back through it and pull out some pieces or whatever, make it look a little bit more grungied up or whatever. But yeah, that's basically your base to the baggie, and they're pretty sturdy once you put the glue in and whatnot. They're pretty sturdy little bags, out of that paper. And then all I do is I grab some ink and I start stamping them. I just got, if you haven't gotten, this is my new other obsession right now, is this Scorched Timber by Tim Holtz that came out this year. I'm in love with this one. It definitely gives you that burnt look if you want that. But also my go-to nowadays, I've gone from vintage photo to walnut stain. It's a little darker, less orange, and that's my other go-to. So these are my two go-tos right now for inking. So for this one, we're going to use the Scorched Timber just because I want you guys to see it. So cool. Alright, so we'll do that first. Use my little finger tool because it gives me a little more control over where the ink goes versus the circular with the handle. Those things. Versus one of these guys. Okay? So, anywho. So up here, just come on down. And I want to give it that burnt look, so I'm doing a little more on the edges at the very top. And then, of course, we go down the edges. Just a little bit. Doesn't have to be really dark. Now, I have been known to, blend some from the edges up into the bag to make it look even more distressed. Okay, so now the edges are inked there. You can, like I said, do I've been known to do this with the walnut stain, is come around and just kind of blend in a little bit. And you want to start off the paper and blend up a little bit just to give it a little more aging on the sides. It also brings out the crinkles that are in the paper. I don't know if you can see that, but it'll bring out the crinkles also in the paper, which is I kind of like. And if you want to, go down the seam a little bit too. it'll bring that out a little bit. You see that there? And then if you want to do the edges here, you can. You don't have to. Do whatever you want, right? So, and since I'm going to stamp this, like I did this one here and all these other ones, these are actually, this one is, I used the distress sprays on this, on the ones that look like this, to give that muddled, dirty, really dirty bag look. And then I spritzed it with water, so you'll see that there where it oxidized, to get some of those effects. But for these, we'll just do some stamping for this morning. Okay, so there's that. And one of my favorite stamps I'm going to grab right now that I just love to death is my dandelion stamp. So I'm going to grab that one because it's my favorite right now. I don't know if I can find it. You know what, let's do clockwork just because. I'm going to grab this big stamp here. This is one of my clock stamps. And we'll just do kind of a right down here in the corner, something like that. And I'm going to use just scorched timber for this. Here. Okay. I'm just going to get this in the corner. Here. There. Now, sometimes there's air bubbles in there somewhere. I don't always trust my stamps. But here's that. And then, let's see. Wipe off my stamp line. Get that off of there. Put that away. There. And how about we grab, let's see what we got here. I'm gonna find my stamp that I want to use. We could just grunge it up a little bit. Let's do that too. We can do that. Let's see. Let's try. Sorry guys, I should have my stamps prepared, but you get the idea, right? So, let's see, where is it? Aha, here we go, yay. All right, this is another, I love this stamp so much. It's dandelions. Isn't that cute? That's precious, love them. Okay, so I'm going to, let's do this middle one, and I'm going to place it kind of like, I don't know, right there. Looks good. Okay, grab it, scorched timber, here, and we're gonna put this guy right about here, yep, there, and I'll put another one right about here. Kind of looks like fireworks too, actually. And then I'll just put like the corner of it, maybe a little more than that. Here. Right about there. And there you go. So that is tutorial. I mean, it's really quick and easy, and you can do these sitting in front of the TV, as far as or wherever. But I did those bags you saw this morning. I did this over coffee this morning. So, anywho, there's your baggie, quick and easy. Lemon squeezy, whatever, however you guys use that phrase. I do easy peasy lemon squeezy. But yeah, easy. So there you go. If you like the video, go ahead. This is on my channel, the Storyhouse Books, because this is where I do a lot of my tutorials. Check out the channel. There's other tutorials and some flip throughs that I've done in the past. I'm a new channel, so trying to gather some followers and do some more tutorials. But this is the second time I put something up, and I didn't even think about doing a tutorial for you guys. So I guess from now on, when I post something, I'll make sure to have a tutorial ready to go with it. But yeah, here you go. If you have any questions, put your questions in the comments section. Please hit the like button, and if you're new to the channel, if you're new to Storyhouse Books, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you hit the bell so you get notifications whenever I put new stuff up, like this. There will be other tutorials coming because I've been actually making a box of stuff that I want to show people, or just to kind of do. So we've got, like, you know, these policy envelope bags out of music sheets, or got these little top pocketed tags. Those I'm going to do a tutorial on, and so these are coming. A lot of these are coming soon. Yeah, so there'll be more tutorials coming. This is my little cigar box of Vimmer tutorial examples that I'm going to be doing. Anyway, I am running out of time here, so hope you guys like this. Again, if you have any questions on how I did it or some of the other styles that I did, please leave your questions in the comments, and I will respond as soon as I can. All right, thanks for stopping by. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Have a great Wednesday.